here for our women's temple practice. The temple being the temple of our body, temple of our mind and heart, the temple energetically that we create in the space that we live. And I view my own personal space and my home as my sacred space. And so it matters to me how I live in it, how I treat her, how I show up. So I invite you to show up. Bring all the layers of yourself into this beautiful being. Find your sit bones. Press your hips down. Lengthen your spine. As you exhale, maybe roll and soften down through the shoulders. Check in through the jaw, cheek muscles, the mouth, through the fingers, whatever it is you need to do to become a little more embodied, to become a little more present in this vessel, in your temple. Take a moment to feel into the cauldron of your belly. You might even bring one of your hands there. Or both. And sometimes I just begin to roll through the lower back into the belly, or I feel like I begin to stir the pot. I begin to stir the energetics of my foundation a little bit. I invite you to play with a little bit of rolling undulation. Feel in through the base of the pelvic floor. Sometimes this might feel like a luscious, sort of sensual inner flow and movement. Sometimes it might feel stiff and awkward, or maybe a little of both. I often take this time to notice how my hip sockets and joints are feeling. Do they feel stiff and cranky? Do they feel fluid? Does one spot feel a little sticky? And then I might change directions. I might hang out in a spot that's asking for just a little more attention. Give that one or two more rolls. And then come back to neutral. Bring the arms up, fill out the space around you. Interlace your fingers, press the palms up and away up into the stars, and let your baby fingers reach back and pull open through the rib cage, the sternum, the upper chest. Squeeze your wings around the back of your heart and root, energetically root your pelvic floor deep into the heart of the mother. And maybe stretch one heel of your hand up, then the other. A little bit of movement to the side. Again, feel from the inside out. What are you noticing? What are you paying attention to? Back to neutral. Open your arms. Open your arms. Bring them back around behind you. Lift open through the throat. And then pull your fingers and your palms of your hands together. Interlace your fingers and pull the shoulders away from your ears. Lift the sternum up, open the throat. Maybe press your fingers and thumb back a little bit and down. Lift up. Make a little more room for your heart, that energetic and physical heart space. And gently release all the way forward. Give yourself a luscious good morning hug. Good. Palms together, greeting that light within. Namaste. Good. All right. Welcome, everybody. And we're going to begin on our backs today. Stretching open that deep foundation of our hips before we move on up. If your mat's cold, just get a little blanket and put it on that. Reaching back, coming down. Bring your knees up to your chest and circle. Circle around. Letting the knees rock. Roll. Check in through the lower back. Change directions. Good. And then gently hug the knees into the chest. And then pull the left knee away and bring the left foot down to the floor. Keep the right knee bent into the chest. Interlace your fingers through the back of the thigh. On your inhale, straighten that right leg up towards the ceiling. Open up the energy and the space of the back of the knee and press your thigh bone down into the earth. Root the hip down. Take a breath in here and hold a little bit of resistance. Use your core muscles, not your shoulders. Pull your shoulders away. And then as you exhale, half happy baby, bring the right knee out to the side, bend it and press it down towards the floor. Press it down, press it down. Inhale, open and reach the heel away. Stretch up. Exhale. Bend it down. Opening into the foundation of our hips. Then take that right foot, bring up the left knee and come into four square. Bring your hands through, interlace your fingers. Good. Inhale. Let the knees pull away, loosen your fingers a little bit. And then as you exhale, press the knees into the chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, let them both pull away a little bit. Exhale, pull them into your chest. Open up the deep underside of that right hip. Good. And then bring that left foot back down to the floor. Slide that right leg all the way across to the left side. Tuck under the left hip and come into an eagle twist. Open the right arm and shoulder. Look to the right. Deeply opening into a beginning twist to the spine. Let that right shoulder get heavy. So now we're squeezing this beautiful cauldron of our belly that holds the Shakti, that holds the feminine power and wisdom, flushing out maybe energies that no longer serve us, opening. Good. And then come up. Bring the spine and the hips back to neutral. Stretch out that left leg. Circle that right knee just by itself. 1 or 2 times, both directions. Stretch the right leg out. Right arm over the head. Lengthen that whole right side. Waking up one side of the body. Stretch it open. Good. Bend both knees, place the feet, and then bring up the left knee. Squeeze it in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Stretch. Passive stretch to the lower back. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your thigh. Inhale, stretch the leg up. Open the back of the knee. Press the heel away from your sit bone. As you exhale, half happy baby, left knee bends out to the outside of the rib cage. Press down to the floor. In breath, open. Resist a little bit. Give it some strength. Exhale. Press that left knee down to the floor on the outside of the rib cage. Good. And then pull the foot across to the right side. Pull up the right knee. You come into 4 square. Bring your hands through. And on the inhale, the knees pull away a little bit. And on the exhale, squeeze into the chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, release and open a little bit. Notice the difference, and exhale, squeeze, between the 2 sides of your body. Deep inside your pelvis and your hip structure. Squeeze. Good. And bring that right foot down to the floor. Slide the left foot all the way across. Lift up and tuck under the right hip. Eagle twist. Drop both knees to the right. Open the left arm, look left. Good. Stretching open. Let that left shoulder blade get heavy. Again, squeezing through the cauldron of your belly. Get another breath and get a little more space between the inside of that left hip and the armpit. Stay curious and gently come back. Uncross. Good. Stretch that left leg out, left arm, whole left side stretches, opens, lengthens. Good. Constructive rest. Feet wide apart, at least mat width apart. Knees gently roll towards each other. Hands on the low belly. The shoulder blades sink down and let the back body, the back of your hips, the waist, the heart, the shoulders soften. Relax the inside of the mouth. Feel into the even and steady rhythm of your breath. Loving in on your body right now. Whatever challenges, whatever complications, put them to the side for the moment. You don't need to feed anything right now to your cellular structure except acceptance and compassion and love. Good. Bring your knees together, feet together, roll to your side, roll the spine up. And bring your feet towards each other in a butterfly. Lean forward a little bit as you rock and pull your cheeks back. Gently press down through the insides of your thighs, all the way down to the inside of the ankle, and do that again. Gentle pressure. Liver, spleen, kidney meridians, all super important to the wellness of our being. Gently roll through the inside of the ankles, ovaries, and sweet feminine area here. Just gentle circle and press with your backs of your thumbs, the bottoms of your thumbs. And down through your feet. Lift up your heart, pull the shoulders back. Anchor deep into your core, lift up the sternum, pull the head back a little bit and the chin into the jaw, soften the inside of the mouth. Really take residence and agency right here, right now. Your roots solid, the crown of your head wide with branches into the heart of heaven. All connecting into your own heart space, deep, deep in your own being. Good. And stretch out the left leg. Stretch open the inside of your thigh. Bring that right arm up. Inhale. And as you exhale, curve the spine. So it's not reaching so much as opening the side body. Reaching open. In breath, come part way up. Lengthen and then curve, curve, curve. And one more time, come up. And exhale, stay with the breath. And then stay down for a breath or two here. One more breath. Good. Reaching up. Inhale. Roll through the shoulder. Lengthen both sides of your body, crown of the head. Feel. Lean back, change sides. Open up the underside and bottom of that right leg, stretch it out, push the sit bone down, left arm comes up. Inhale, root down. Exhale, open, curve the side body. In breath, part way up. Root down, lengthen, and then curve. Let the crown of the head round down into the heart of the earth. One more time, come up. Fill out your rib cage, exhale. Come down, good. Stay here, widen. Really invite the breath deep, like you've got a nose, nostrils right in the side of the rib cage, and it's spreading the intercostal muscles wide. One last breath here. Good, come up. Exhale, come down, roll through that shoulder. And then open that left knee so you're in a wide angled space. Press your fingers down, lift up your hips and roll towards the front edge of your sit bones. Anchor, deep, 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 deep. Widen space inside, reaching up. Stretch out your feet, the bottoms of your feet, anchor down into your core. Nice long spine. And then as you exhale, bring your hands forward and down. And while you're still actively engaging the bottoms of your legs, reach your fingers forward, your hands forward. Maybe your elbows might come down. They might not. Perfect no matter what. Coming into any pose that we do to the best of your ability with any modifications that you need to do here. Breathe into the base of the pelvic floor. This is an awesome, awesome pose for the deep internal fabric of your pelvic floor. You're getting a deeper blood flow deep into the belly, deep into the muscular system, connecting legs, the torso. And it's a place where we surrender the heart. It's like we're offering the energy of the heart, our own beautiful heart, to the heart of the earth. Creating our internal sacred space. One more breath here. Good. Slowly walk your spine up. Roll through the shoulders, bring your hands back, bring your feet in just a little bit. Lean back. Inhale, squeeze your sit bones and lift up your hips. Pull the heads of your shoulders back and squeeze. Hug the muscle into the bone. All into that center line of energy. Exhale, come down. Pull your knees in. Long ways on your mat. Give everything a squeeze, hug. And then bring your feet around to the side and come on up into tabletop. Sway the body a little from side to side. And roll the belly like we were doing at the very beginning. This time, really getting into the elbows and the shoulders. Roll through a full range of motion in the spine. And then change directions. Good. Cow stretch. Exhale to your cat. Articulating the spine back and forth a couple of times. Good. Then tuck your toes under. Inhale, coming up. Pull the hips back, opening down dog. Rock back and forth a little bit until you begin to find your spot. Widen and open the energy of the bottoms of the feet, the palms of your hands. Take a little bit of weight off the wrists and pull the wrists back towards the shoulders and a little more energy into the knuckles. Underneath your fingers, dome up the palm of your hand. Lengthen, pull the energy back into the hips and brighten your pelvic floor. Good. And scissor up that right leg. Give it a nice open stretch. Three-legged down dog, or I often call this scissor pose, upward scissor. Lengthen. And then pull it all the way through. Low lunge. Lift through the heart. Lift through the heart. Exhale. Pull the hips back. Lift those right toes up and pull the hips back. Again, surrender the heart deep into the mother. Come forward. Inhale. Lift the heart. Exhale. Pull back. Good. And then as you reach forward this time, reach that left hand out to the side a little bit and sweep up and open as you lean into that shoulder and wrist. Sweep up the right arm, lean back, give it a little bit of back arch. See what kind of range of motion you might explore through the shoulder. Keep anchoring your sit bones towards each other. And then bring that hand back, down, up into pyramid. Straighten both legs. Fold over. Half pike, lift the heart. Use blocks here or at any point. Back foot is deeply angled. Pull the sides of your body into the midline. Exhale. Good. Plant your hands.
You're going to pull that right leg back and scissor it up one more time. Good. And then bring the right knee down. So we're still working on the same side. Right wrist comes under the shoulder. Stretch that left leg out so you're into a side opening plank. Reach up and over. Strongly reach into that left leg. Give it a little bit of back arch. Get that luscious opening through the side body, through the belly. Giving your belly more space to explore. Good. And then bring that hand down. If you're not facing the camera, if you're on the other side, you might switch around a little bit. And pull the knee so your nose and your knee towards each other. Exhale. And then slide your hand down the shin. And you're going to find yourself in a side half bow. Slide your hand down the shin, reach your hand back. Good. A little bit of back arch there. Hold on to your pant leg. Stretch, open through the front of the body. Squeeze your sit bones together. Lift up the heart. Good. Release the arm, release the leg. Stretch out. Keep your leg off the floor, arm off the floor. Lengthen, 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 lengthen. Side body. Arm over your head. Stretch open. Yep. And bring that left foot back down. Come back into your down dog. Sway a little from side to side. Find your spot. Good. Opposite side. Left leg's going to scissor up. Give it a nice opening connection and stretch. And pull it through. Pull it through. Drop that right knee. Lift through the heart. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, pull back. Lift up your toes and again, surrender the heart. Pull the toes up. Pull that thigh bone back. Inhale, come forward. Lift through the heart. Squeeze your sit bones. Good. Exhale, pull back. Good. And then as you come forward this time, reach that right arm and hand out a little bit to the side. So you're leaning into it. You're going to sweep up and open through that left arm. Lift through the heart. Squeeze your sit bones together. Play with the movement of that shoulder. Let it pull back. Play with a little bit of back arch. Good. Bring that hand back and down. Make your way up into pyramid. Inhaling and exhaling again. Use your blocks under your hands at any point. Half pike, lift the spine. Pull that thigh bone back. Good. And surrender. Good. Plant your hands. Scissor up that left leg again. All right, we're going to come down to the side plank. Bring that left knee down, pivot the foot out around behind you. Place that left hand down to the shoulder, comes on top of the wrist. Lengthen out that right leg. Stretch, modified side plank. Bring up and over the right arm. Lengthen the whole side body. One more inhale. Squeeze your sit bones towards each other. As you exhale, round the spine. Bring your nose and knee towards you there. The clasp your hand around the shin. Good. Squeeze. And then slide the hand down towards the ankle. Pull the foot back until you're in a side half bow. Lifting up towards the right. Open. Take this as deep as feels comfortable and safe for you. One more breath. Good. Release the hand from the leg and then stretch the arm and leg open again off the floor. Squeeze your sit bones together. And release all the way down, hands down, tuck your toes under, down dog. Rock, 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 back and forth. Good. Walk your feet and your hands towards each other. Into a forward fold. Let the spine dangle. You might even bend at the elbows and grasp the top upper arm. Soften the belly. See if you can get as much length into the spine as possible. Let the crown of the head get heavy. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Let the breath open into the back body. Good. Release the hands, soften the knees, anchor the spine into the hips, upward step. Gather the energy, inhale, coming up. Bring your palms together. Exhale, Anjali Mudra to the heart. Press the heels of the hands towards each other. And fold the shoulder blades, your wings around the back of the heart. Soften the insides of your knees. Relax deep into your joints. Strong muscles. Soften the joints just a little. Relax the inside of the mouth. Standing strong, standing firm within your own being, within your own light, within your own love. Good. And gently release that. Come into a wide angled straddle. Roll through the shoulders. Check in through the hips. Take into the joints. Again, we want strength and mobility. All the way through, and let's pivot out on the left foot. We'll start with triangle. Pull that thigh bone back. Spread your wings. Get blocks near you if you think you're going to need them. And slowly slide left hand down. Reach the right arm up, coming into the best of your ability. Pull your shoulder blades back and down away from the ears. Soften the inside of your mouth. Hug the muscle into the bone. Even and steady breath. And then bring the arm over the head, extending and opening the whole inside of the belly on that right side, the ascending colon. So try and lengthen both sides of the body. You don't want to collapse into the left. You want to keep it long as possible. One more breath. Use your core. Good. In breath. Come back with that arm. Push off. Slide that right arm down the leg. Lean back and bend into the front knee. Look up underneath the arm. And coming forward, elbow to the knee, to extended side angle. Strongly root into that right leg. Open. Good. Relax the inside of the mouth. Find the breath. Stay with your focus. Pulling back and up and around so you come into a pyramid shape. Folding over that left leg, angle the back foot. Use your blocks. Adjust the distance between your feet if you need to. You're going to come up into Goddess Warrior. All right, so anchor your feet. Gently bend that front knee and push off. Inhale. Bring your arms up, straighten both legs. Lift back. As you exhale, bend the elbows, bend that front knee, lift the heart forward, and strongly root into that back leg. Press your roots into the floor, even as you expand into the upper body. In breath, pull up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbows. Brighten your light. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Coming up. Pivot again. Finishing off in our triangle. Back out the way we came in. Widen. Notice any shifts or changes. Keep deepening your connection. One more breath. Good. Push off. Come up. Bring your hands to the heart. Parallel your feet. Feel into the two sides of your body. You might check in through the knees, your hips, through the spine. Release that and pivot out on the right foot. Change your blocks if you are a person who uses those. Begin to adjust your stance. Spread your wings. Anchor the belly. Anchor, pull that thigh bone back. Slowly slide down and in. Good. Soften the inside of the mouth. strongly root. You've got this triangle rising from the earth through the insides of your legs directly deep into the pelvic floor and the belly. It's rising energy. And you've got another triangle between the legs, torso, and the arm descending. Shiva and Shakti. One more breath. Good. Soften that knee, press off, come up, bring that back arm to the back leg. I'm a little far extended, so I'm going to adjust my feet. And slowly lean back as you slide your hand down the leg, and then slowly bend into that right knee. Look up. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Extended side angle pose. Stay with the breath. Good. Come up and make your way into pyramid. Adjust the positions of your feet. Surrender. Feel into the back body with the next breath. Give the lower back some space. Exhale. And coming up. In breath. Goddess warrior. Lean back. As you exhale, bend the elbow, bend the front knee, lift the heart forward, and hug the muscle into the bones. Squeeze your sit bones together. In breath, stretch up, lean back. Exhale. One more time. Get this, all the energy that you want right now. The brightness, the fierceness, the stability. In breath, come up. Back into, well, actually, we opened this back into a triangle, didn't we? Coming down. Slide the hand down, adjust. Pull the shoulders back. Good. And gently push off and up. Back to center. Hands to the heart. Good. Release that, push off. Step together. Feet about hip width apart. Let's take a moment, shake things out. Shake things out. Roll through your shoulders. Roll through and shake through your knees, hips. Good. I'm bringing everything back to neutral, back to center. I'm going to come into tree pose. Tree pose, anchoring your roots down and above, and just feeling this trunk of magic in between that connects your roots and your wings. So if you need to be near a wall or something to help you just a little bit more stability, make sure you get that. And come to a place on your floor and then feel back and forth between your feet. Which side do you want to start on? Find your point of focus and lean into that leg, whatever leg that is. Pulling up, letting the opposite knee bend and the foot press along the inside of your standing leg, wherever it's going to press, anywhere from your ankle right up to the inside of your groin. Breathing into your point of focus. Anchor your sit bones towards each other. Soften the tops of your shoulders. Root down into your big toe and that center kidney 1 right through the center of the ball of your foot. Lift through the heart. And gently release and come down. Roll through, stay with it. Feel, let the energy translate side to side. Stay with your focus, your breath. Shift your weight. Widen energetically the bottom of your foot. And pull up. Opposite leg, let the bottom of the foot press into the standing leg. Standing leg, press into the bottom of the foot. Soften the insides of your mouth, lift the heart. Standing tall and rooted within your own being. And release. Coming down, feeling into the gift. 2 feet. Not taking that for granted. Your feet, your ankles, not taking anything for granted. Filling each cell with appreciation and compassion and love. Take it in. Receive your own strength. Good. Come on, so you're facing long ways on your mat. Coming into pigeon, upward staff, inhale. As you exhale, pull your thigh bones back, surrender the heart down into your forward fold. And reach your fingers and your hands down. Step back into your down dog for just a moment to lengthen through the back body. And then pull your right knee forward. Coming into pigeon. Put a folded blanket or cushion underneath that right hip if that is helpful. Any props, always welcome to make each and every pose a win situation for you. Lift through the heart. Lengthen. Just take a moment here to feel. Notice what's a little challenging. Notice what feels really yummy. Notice if there's any other places you need to shift. And then slowly walk forward towards your elbows.
Surrendering the heart. Good. Slowly come up. Walk your feet, just roll your spine up. Lift through the heart. All right, from here, you're going to come into shoelace. So lean a little bit out to the right, and you're going to bring that left leg around to the front and bring the foot on the opposite side. Folded blanket under your hips might make this a little easier. Lean forward and spread your cheeks a little bit. Settle back. If you need any support underneath or between the knees, make sure you get that. Letting your hands either rest on the tops of the knees or the insides of the ankles and the feet, whatever feels okay for you. Stay in this for a couple of breaths. Letting yourself settle into this deep internal spacious opening through the base of the hips, deep inside the whole joint and hip structure. And then a deep inner alignment right through the base of the pelvic floor. Everything's being pressed towards the center. One more breath. Good. Lean back a little bit and straighten out both legs. Uncross. And just let them rock a little bit from side to side. Check in, circle through the ankles, bounce the knees. Good. All right. Pigeon on the opposite side. Grab your support, whatever you need. Now lean out to the left. I'm going to bend that left knee and swing that right leg around behind me. Take a moment to settle. Find your way in. Find your way into your own structure, your own being. Opening the inside front of that right hip. And then slowly walk forward towards your elbow. One more breath. Let yourself feel the grace of this pose. Good. Coming up. Into shoelace. You're going to lean out to the side. Swing that back leg around. Sit on a folded blanket. Give yourself any cushioning that you need. Take a moment, several breaths to find your way in. Spread your cheeks, walk your sit bones back. With as much compassion as you can, just find the balance within this. Between the hips, the knees, how the feet are placed, all within your range of motion, your capacity. That's where we start. That's where we're always listening to. And engaging in compassion around. One more breath here. Good. Gently lean back. Help the legs straighten out all the way. Pull your hips back. Lengthen the backs of your knees. Walk your cheeks back. Feel your sit bones rock back and forth and feel your sit bones rise up. Inhale, root down, spread your wings up as you exhale. Engage and open through the backs of the knees. Bend from the hinge point of the hips. Exhale, lean the heart forward and then slowly soften the elbows, round the spine, drop the head. Breathe into the back body. One more breath. Good. Slowly roll the spine out. Stack the vertebrae all the way up to the crown of your head. Pull the shoulders back. Anchor the spine. Good. Bend your knees. Roll all the way down. And take a moment to gather near you here. Just take a moment here before you settle.
to gather what you're going to need for final relaxation towards the end here. I'll do one or two more things before we complete. But if you know blanket or bolster, eye pillow, things like that, blocks might be helpful. Make sure that they're near you. Come back into constructive rest for a moment. Relax the insides of your thighs, the backs of the shoulders. Soften the space around the back of the heart. Good. And then coming into preparation for bridge position. So you're going to bend your knees and place your feet down on the floor, just either side of your sit bones, arms snuggled into the sides of the body. Bring your palms down to the floor. Bottoms of your feet parallel. Widen through the toes. Lengthen. Lengthen through the tailbone. We're going to raise the hips and the arms. The arms are going to go all the way over your head. On your inhale, hips and spine start coming up, as well as your arms come up all the way with the hips, and then slowly bring the arms over the head to the mat, palms facing up. Press your sit bones towards the backs of your knees. On your exhale, you're going to lower the spine and the arms down, down, and down. And again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open, stretch open the front of your body, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And one more time, in, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Squeeze your sit bones and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Widen your feet. Zigzag your knees from side to side. Couple of times. Good. Then draw the knees into the chest. Circle around. Circle around. Good. Then bring your feet back down towards the floor. Lift up your hips. Slide a couple of blankets, bolster, block underneath your low back and hips. And then settle the low back and the back of the pelvis onto that. Let your arms relax at sides. Find a comfortable position for your bent knees and feet. Relax through the heart, the inside of the mouth. If you feel called to bring your hands to your belly, you can do that. It's just one of many suggestions that are always present in a practice to stay curious around, to listen to what feels good, what feels helpful, and maybe what doesn't feel necessary. Good. Then bend the knees so you bring them up towards your chest. Your lower back and spine still supported. Good. And then open the backs of your knees into a supported plow position. Letting your hips and your heart just come a little bit higher. If you're someone who likes to go into full plow, you're welcome to reach the spine off the support and lift up and over. Again, a suggestion of possibility. One more breath here. Good, then bend the knees. Heels come back towards the hips. And bring one foot down at a time. Stretch out the legs so you're in a gentle back arch over your support, whatever that support is. Your bolster, block, a couple of folded blankets. Open through the front of the belly. Stretch if you'd like to, if that feels good right now. Good. Bend your knees, feet back on the floor, lift up your hips, slide out, whatever you were using. Let your spine come back to the floor. Stretch the left leg out, tuck it under, bend the right knee across into a simple reclining twist. Open the right shoulder, turn your head to the right. Squeezing, gently impacting the kidneys and the adrenals through the lower back with any twist and rotation. Deeply, deeply balancing and nourishing for the endocrine system. Kidneys are super important. And we want to squeeze out those adrenals a little bit, release a little more stress and holding. And come back up. Inhale. Straighten out that leg, roll it a little from side to side, and then repeat opposite.
Let that left shoulder blade get heavy. Good, give it one more breath. And gently come up, back to neutral. And gradually make your way into Shavasana. If you want support under your knees, you're welcome to do that. If you want to make a cocoon and wrap yourself in a blanket or an eye pillow, letting the back body release and very intentionally open into the weight of gravity. Sometimes they say that Shavasana is actually the hardest of poses. It is asking for stillness and release on a deep level from the inside out. Begin to let your bones get heavy. To skin be soft. Let the breath become a little deeper and fuller and more spacious. More and more spacious. Pay attention to what you're noticing, what you feel. What feels present and worthy of note right now. Gently feeling into the release with each exhale. Letting your body receive your practice with such love and compassion and grace. This practice is for your benefit, for your body to remember its wholeness, its wellness. Mm. Inhale. Mm. Exhale. Mm. Deepening your breath, slowly begin to wake your body up. Fingers and toes on all the luscious spaces in between. When you're ready, bend your knees and roll to your side. Rolling the spine up. Find your way back to seated. Put something under your hips. Lengthen, root down. Do an internal scan. Feel into that beautiful cauldron and all your bones and your muscles and your energy body, your heart. Letting your practice land. Letting this piece of self-care and self-love land for you today. Take a breath in, bring your palms together. Namaste.